This is one of the 10 math commandments. Thou shalt not write on paper with ink. Subscribe to Mr. Math Inc. I love math.
Hey guys, this is your Quiz Corrections Integrated Math 3, quiz number 3, 2123, January 31st, 2024.
Question 1a, based on the graph, how many zeros does the polynomial function have? I'm going to answer this question in multiple ways, and I don't even need to use the graph. So, how many zeros? I'm actually just going to look at the degree here. The degree tells you how many zeros you have. In particular, here's an equation you had in your formula sheet, is the number of real zeros plus the number of complex zeros equals the degree. So if you have a fourth degree polynomial, that's how many possible zeros that we have. Okay, so the answer is 4. Here is a second way that you can figure this out using the graph. You can look at these green points, they call these turning points. Let's write that, turning points. They're kind of like the point in which you make a U-turn if you are driving. And the reason why they call these turning points is because I'm increasing, and then at that point, which is an extrema, max or min, in this case it's a max, then it turns to decreasing. So in this problem, I have 3 turning points. And the formula is the degree minus 1. So let's just say you don't even have a formula, you just have the graph here. You just solve for degrees. So I just add 1 and you'll have the degree to be 4. So a second way to show you how the answer is 4. And here is a third way that I know the answer is 4. You can look at the x-intercepts. So basically, zeros are how many times visually it crosses the x-axis. And if it shoots through or goes through the x-axis, then it counts as 1. So this, try that again. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a third way of showing you why the answer is 4. Okay, part B tells us now what are the zeros of the above polynomial function. Well, we can do this visually because we have not learned other methods. And basically, here on the x-axis, this is x equals -4. This one is x equals -1. This one is x equals 0. And this one is x equals 2. And so the only one that has that is choice C. Okay. This one works, that one works, this one works, that one doesn't work, so that's why it's not A. If you only have 2 of these and it doesn't tell you anything about multiplicity, then this would be a second degree polynomial. So not this one, and this would also be a second degree polynomial. Which function could this graph represent? Remember, look at your easiest ones. Easy. You have an odd and you have an even. What are they? X to the first, x to the second. That's what your graph looks like, right? So both arrows are pointing in the same direction, so I know it's going to be an even, not an odd. So evens, that means it's not these 2. And then because it flips upside down, this is, you would have to put a negative. So that's a negative leading coefficient. We don't have that. Now I'm asked about extrema. So let's go here. Extremas, in this case, is a 1, 2, 3. We have 3 extrema there, and it is an even, so my answer is going to be D, is the correct answer.
Hey guys, let's go over question number 8. Find the following sum. Sum is addition or subtraction, I'm going to distribute the 7 to each of these terms. Pass out the green starbursts to each of these. So that would be 3x squared. The 7 is positive. 2x. 7 again to the negative 5. We'll pass out a pink starburst to each of these terms. This 2 is positive. Into this 3. Okay, let's go ahead and simplify this. I'm just going to multiply the numbers in front, so it'll be 21x squared. This would be 14x. Negative 35. Remember, this is multiplication. Common mistake is just multiply the first term. The second one mistake usually is students will try to subtract those. Again, multiply, because there's a multiplication here. If you're stuck with your integers, go ahead and just use your calculator. It's fine like terms. I'll use shapes. Those have x squared. So again, I'm just going to look at the numbers in front. That would be a 19x squared. Nothing there. 14x. And then that will become a negative 29. And that would be choice D.
All right, this problem tells you to simplify. So simplify means the basic math operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So how do you know which one it is? You're just going to look in between them, and there's just a dot. So in this case, that'll just be multiplication. And for multiplication, we've been using a rectangle. So how do you know how large to draw your rectangle? Well, this has 2 terms, so there's going to go over here. This one has 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to put those 1, 2, 3, and that's why it has 2 by 3. So let's go ahead and we're going to first multiply. So this will be 1 times 2, and x times x squared is x to the 3rd. We're going to keep multiplying. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12, and you just have no x's, so it's just going to be x squared. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3, and x times x is x squared. Negative 6 times negative 3 is 18, and then there's no x's, so it's x. That was a common mistake right there. A lot of students were doing negative times and negatives a negative. Use your calculator, please. 1 times 1 is 1, so you just have 1x. And then negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. Okay, now we're going to add. If you want to, you can just write all these terms out. So this one has no like terms, so 2x to the 3rd. These two are like terms, so you're going to have negative 15x squared. These two, 18 and 1, they'll give you positive 19x minus 6. Let's put a box around it. And that's our answer.
If you love my pretty mud, let's begin to try it with me, and you will get the score. Better score, and then try again with me. Let's begin again right now. Again.